Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Jeannie. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by today. As I'm filming this, it is raining outside and it's just super chilly. You know, like when fall's, well, where I live, when fall's just beginning and it just feels so cozy just to stay inside. Oh my goodness, it's like early in the morning, but it's like the best, coziest morning, you know? So I'm curious how you all are doing. So I thought I would share a little handful of thrifty items that I found yesterday. My mom called and was like, I'm going to run to the thrift store. Would you want to go? And I was like, I just don't really feel like getting out. And then I was like, no, you know what? I'll go because, I needed to spend time with her, right? So I did. I'm so glad I did. I mean, obviously for spending time with her, but I found just some good things to put in my Christmas journals. I'm so excited. If you like this type of video, I will link the video below, but I posted a video a week or two ago that of Christmas items, junk journal supply items that I've collected since January. So I saved them all up and filmed one long video showing you all the things I found at like yard sales and estate sales and thrift stores, antique malls. Oh, it was just the most fun, just the cutest things I've found this year. So let's get into this haul. Excuse me. So I grabbed a tape measure. Y'all, I'm in my pajamas. I grabbed this red tape measure because I love using these tape measures, like, just to add embellishments, add layers to things. So whether it's just an embellishment and you put a little strip up the side of it, or whether you use it as a little tab, I just thought the red one was fun for Christmas. That's actually the second or third one I found this year, so I was glad to find another one of those. And they had this, and my thrift stores started doing this thing where they just box up similar things and then just put them all in the boxes are usually so big and annoying to kind of dig through, in my opinion. So this was like sewing notions. And obviously it's things that have probably been donated after an estate sale or something. So it's usually, not always, but it's usually things that are left over that nobody really wanted. So my point is, like, they'll have like $25 or $50 marked on for you to get the whole box. But it's not really that good of a deal because it's usually the leftovers of things, like the sewing patterns that aren't that cute, or you know what I mean? So anyways, that annoys me. I would never just break through all the tape and pull what I want out. But someone had already done that. This box was not taped anymore. And so I was like, I'm going to get this tape measure out. So I don't even know what they charged me, probably a quarter or something. I don't know. Anyways, grabbed that. I grabbed this roll. You can tell this is super old just by the packaging. Oh, here's I can't tell what that year said, or that says 88 cents. I'm not sure what year that is, but anyways, this was $1, and it's just some fabric ribbon. I love these fabric ribbons, but I loved the holly berries and little pine cones and little leaves. I loved this. This is probably one of my top favorite things to find if I'm thrifting or at estate sales, is this fabric ribbon, because you literally can turn it into washi. You can use it, create pockets with it, or belly bands, or just use it as, you can use it as a fabric or ribbon. Duh, I meant fabric ribbon. But love this stuff. I grabbed this little bag. I could just tell by, you can just kind of tell when something's good quality, and which, I was like, it's probably just Shein or Temu or something, but obviously I don't care about the brand, but they had them marked for this whole bin of little tote bags for $1, and I just loved the print on it, and I was like, okay, I could put craft supplies in here, but I feel like I'll throw this in my purse and just put, you know, maybe my essential oils or something in it. But anyways, I got to looking, trying to find the brand, and it was Dooney and Burke. So this is a cute little heavy plastic pouch, but it goes with the theme, right? Because it looks Christmassy with these red and green roses, or green leaves and red roses. So I grabbed a couple of tins. These were $1 each. This one, I mean, obviously could be used all year. I love just buying up vintage tins to store little things in, but, you know, throughout the house. But I love these in my craft room. They're just, you know, I love a good vintage floral and a cross stitch, and it's kind of a blend of that, but super clean inside, and it will hold a lot of little embellishments or whatever I decide to store in here. And they stack really well too. And then I saw this one. This one's so cute. I can't tell if that's 1 or 2, but I think they charged me $1, but it looks like someone had also put $2. I was trying to see if there was a year on here, but I don't know what year it's from. I don't care if it's new or old. I love this, but I feel like it's an older one. It's so cute. And my husband loves when I buy these, so he can put all his little candies he makes and stuff at Christmas, cookies, and let's just get them out of the tins. That's so nostalgic for him. But I will probably end up putting it, well, I don't know. This would be a cute decoration piece. I don't know. We'll see if I store Christmas journaling supplies or if I put home stuff in that, but I love that little tin so much. I found this pack of coasters. These were $2. Let's open these up because these are precious. And I'm very, very picky about what I get, and I almost put these back thinking, you know, I have enough doily tablecloths I can cut up, or, you know, but then I started thinking, no, these are already, like, they're literally already ready to go. I don't have to worry about how I'm cutting them, or, speaking of cutting, I thought, I mean, obviously, you know, these would be cute as pockets or whatever inside of a journal, but I thought these were already just measured out to be a perfect little frame on the front of a journal. And maybe, let's just see how these are. Oh, they're stapled. Well, that's kind of annoying. These were also in another one of those bins that nothing was in there worth grabbing, but it had been opened already too. This one's cute just to leave the little bow on there and use it, but so the blank ones I thought would be so much fun to just maybe put on the cover. If I can get it apart. To put on the cover of a journal and just, you know, in other words, this is the frame, and then I can put like an image in the middle, or maybe some buttons, maybe do a little tree design. I don't know. I feel like, I'm saying this to say I feel like this is going to form a collection. How many were there? 6? Maybe like a collection of 6 little cute Christmas journals. I don't know. We'll see if I end up using those on the covers or not this year. And then, y'all, I've told y'all before, I love thrifting boxes of cards and finding them at estate sales. I have so many blank cards, but I have enough to where I don't really need to buy any, but I always look through them because since I do make multiple journals at Christmas time, you know, I usually need a large quantity of things, and if you're wanting them to kind of all be similar, like I usually do at Christmas, I love being able to give everyone one, you know. That said, though, this would be a beautiful cover of a journal, for a journal. Like maybe just use this top part. So pretty. Greetings of the season and much joy in the new year. So sometimes I love the card, but not so much the sentiment. And sometimes I love them both, but sometimes I love the sentiment, not so much the card. Either way, there's so many fun ways to repurpose greeting cards and so many ways to repurpose envelopes. So for $1, I mean, look for these all day long. It's always worth it. And that being said, I altered some envelopes like this and made the cutest, most fun floating pockets. I don't know if that video is up yet, but if it is, I will link it. If not, be looking for that. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, because I created a bunch of little floating pockets out of envelopes for Christmas journals, and they are so much fun and so easy to make. So right when we were leaving, I saw these laying over in a bin up front, and this was the last 3 packs there were. I'm out of little bags. I can always use little bags. I'm out of my glassine bags, you know. I don't know that these are glassine. Sometimes the treat sacks are paper, sometimes they're glassine, but I think these are from Hobby Lobby, and they're, you know, I mean, obviously when they're half off there, they're $1.50, but still to pay $1 each, that's fabulous. So, you know, we can always use those, right? So I grabbed those. I grabbed this little book, so cute, and I was like, oh, that would be the most beautiful, beautiful special Christmas journal, like to turn into like an album for someone to use year after year. But then as I was looking at the story, and you know, like I'm like, okay, I definitely will probably just read this to all the grandbabies for a while, and I may or may not end up making someone a Christmas journal out of it. But oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful book. It's from let's see, 1982. And then lastly, again, I'm very picky. I didn't feel like standing there looking at a million books, but I just looked at what jumped out at me without digging through them. And I love any kind of book by Better Homes and Gardens. And y'all know I love using like food images and cookies and cake images, but so this was 1983, and whether I make these or tear this up and put the pages in journals, they're like a good matte, you know, kind of page. So yeah, I'll probably definitely look at it first. Cornflake cookies, my mama used to make those. But anyways, these would just be precious, and especially Christmas journals, but lots of different types of journals, whether you cut out the images and just use this as a little tuck spot at the bottom of a page, or whether you are just journaling yourself and just glue a picture down or use the whole page. Like this will be so cute as a page in a Christmas journal. But again, these will be fun to make too. So anyways, this was just a super tiny and quick haul. I just wanted to say hi to y'all. I'm trying to get a little more consistent and back in the groove of filming again after being away for quite a minute there. And to be honest, this is my first video that I've actually sat down and filmed since I had my surgery. But I didn't act like that with y'all at the beginning, because I'm going to actually film another one right after this and create some things. But I wanted to go ahead and film this so that I could post this up in a week or two. And I wanted to film it so I can take pictures and Instagram reel footage and all that kind of stuff so I can use these things, right? So anyways, it's great to be back, and I sure have missed y'all. And again, I'll say all that in my legit comeback video. But I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. Let me know what you've thrifted lately that you are just so in love with. And I will see y'all soon. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.